这样嘛，这个镜头这样子就 OK 了的。Good. So, right. Oh, hi. Well, recently we see a lot of people start using video to improve their business, especially those who are in financial or in property agents and even business coach or fitness coaches as well. So the result is after they use video to promote the business or their brand, and they have become more confident and become more successful as well. And alright, I even see some of them like become a celebrity YouTuber in their respective field. But what are we going to share with you today is about a framework. That framework is what we are using as well, about how do we make your own video in a way that is so much easier, faster and even better as well. Here are the 6 steps which I'm going to share with you today. Well, I see one of the common challenge is about making video is not so much about the technical part of it. It's actually what you need to know what exactly you want to make the video in the very first place. Okay, can I share with you guys? What's the purpose and objective of this video that you're making? Who is the audience? And what do you want them to do at the end of the video? So I think I see the guys are actually having difficulties about how to make this video, right? Okay, are you open for suggestion? Okay, all right. My suggestion is, why not you go and define what is the purpose and what is the objective of this video, and then what's next will become so much easier. Okay? All right, so that's the first step, all right? Defining your purpose and your objective, because that would make your step 2 so much easier. Okay, you see, a lot of us, we always think about what do we want to show, what other content we should put in. So if you have the purpose and objective, put it in. Your step 2, structure your content. You can actually follow it accordingly. Okay, so you know what are the relevant information that you should put in, and including the actionable information as well in order to achieve that objective. Okay, so that is step number 2. Well, usually you see, step number 1 and step number 2, people often skip it because it's really hard, because it kills you a lot of brain cells. You need to do a lot of thinking, but trust me, take it with you. Alright, after you've done it well, and then what is next in your video production, it will become so much easier. Okay, so step number 3, well, yes, it's about setting your framing. Okay, now you can start to put your camera or your phone camera on a tripod. Make sure you put it on a sturdy tripod. And next, let's go in and see how the framing is. Okay, all right. In doing framing, all right, there are only a few things that we need to share with you guys. Number 1 is about headroom. Okay, so this is a good headroom so that the framing, it looks pleasant. And then number 2, we talk about composition. What you are seeing now, this is actually we call a center framing composition, whereby you really want your audience to give you a full concentration, focus on you. Okay, this is how you're going to do it. Okay, there's another way we can do it. We call a 1/3 framing or 1/3 composition. Okay, this is really useful. Okay, number 1, it actually give yourself like a look room. Another thing, leaving this space blank here, we can even put like notes, or you can put captions or supporting information here to support your content. Okay, personally, well, I like either one of it. Depends what is the purpose and the objective of your video. Okay, so, and one last thing, of course, about setting the framing is also about distance. Okay, this is a good distance whereby I can connect and engage with the audience at the right distance. If I'm too far, definitely you won't feel me. Well, of course, I do not want to be too close to the camera. It just doesn't look nice, and then your face and pair up the whole screen. No, that is no. Alright, so keep it at this distance. So this is what we call setting the framing right. Well, step number 4 is about setting your light and your audio right. Okay, alright, you see, even without the light, okay, by the way, I'm actually using a phone to capture this one, and the quality, I would say it's decent, but of course, if we have proper light setup, the whole quality will increase by a lot. Okay, let's experience it and see. Give me a few key light, okay, and then I want a fill light, and I also want backlight from there. Alright, you see, okay, the quality immediately improved by a lot. Okay, so after the light being set up right, now next we want to talk about the audio, okay? Well, usually we use clip mic to pick up our vocal because it's more solid and it's clearer as well. You see, the quality of the audio is really important because it determines how long an audience can actually stay with you in the video. Okay, but it's not to say that with the camera, with the handphone camera built-in mic is not okay. It's actually decent. But of course, with a clip mic, the audio quality is so much better, okay? And, well, I know what you're thinking, okay? There's like a lot of things, lights and audio and setup and things like that, okay? Don't worry, okay? If you want to save time, okay, you can actually book us a date. We can come to your place and give you a private training. Probably a day or two, I can actually show you like how do we set up a proper light and proper mic setup, give you a good quality of audio, all right? Okay, all right. Okay, finally, step 5, you get to roll and start recording. So in this part, it just have a small suggestion for you. I know you already have your script prepared. Okay, if you can do this, put away your script and start to speak from your heart, because it will look so much natural, and I'll guarantee you, you have a lot of energy, which is really normal. We do that as well. So the only thing that you need to do is keep doing it until you make it. Okay, that's about it. So step 5, roll and start recording. Okay, so after that, okay, of course, it's about editing. Okay, I know a lot of time people hate doing editing, right? Okay, because it's really time consuming and it's very challenging. But you see, from step 1, your purpose and objective, you define it right. Okay, naturally your content will be more accurate as well. Okay, and then all your shots is actually properly being planned and do it well. And then does it make your editing much easier if you do it properly in that sense?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, it is really that way. Okay, editing is not as hard as you think. Okay, so that's all about the 6 simple steps I want to share with you today, which are all these here. And I will put this in the PDF, and then you'll find below a link to download the framework on how to make your own video and be successful. So last but not least, keep practicing it. You need to do it more, be successful, and more importantly, be congruent in whatever you do for people. Okay, the world tomorrow will become better because of you.